Okay, YouTubers, it's showtime. We're going to be showing some of my work, and I wanted to let y'all take a look at it also, since you probably won't want to travel to Benton, Arkansas, and take a look. So here's what I'm going to show, and I'm going to take a few out and give you some measurements and talk about them a little bit. But I just wanted you to see the number that we have to show. Now with me is my beautiful wife, who has helped me in many ways to put this together. She's done a lot of the carving and pyrography, and even the inspiration for how to set the the shape of the bowls and so forth. So she's going to help me to measure some of these out and to point out the good things, and she's going to come up with the right words at the right time and all that sort of thing. So here we go. Now I'm going to kind of go in here and take a look at some of these just in a lot tighter picture, just so you can get an overall view of the pieces that we have. And we're quite proud of some of the results that we have. One of my common sayings is that God makes the wood, I just expose it, and that's what I believe. And so now I'm going to hand the videoing means over to my wife, and we're going to go from there. Okay, one of them that we like a lot is this, a floor vase, which is made from
hackberry.
Made from hackberry, and we call it Majestic, and we'll measure it out here. It's approximately 21 1/8 tall, and about 5 3/4 wide. And that one took a long time to put together. And deep hollowing. My hollowing tool, I came up through the bottom and hollowed it to the shoulder, and then went through the top to clean out the neck and the shoulder.
Wait a minute, turn it around so you can see the turquoise inlay.
Okay. Okay, we can see turquoise inlay right here, and right here, and there, and up in the shoulder, and
Turn it on around.
I think we have one in the base there too.
There's a whole bunch right there.
Yeah, there's actually, there's a whole slew of them there. Okay, enough on that one. Next one is what we call calla lily. It's also hackberry, and the reason it's shaped like it is we had a crack up in here. And we worked with that for a while, trying to figure out what to do with it. And oops, it's upside down. Call it calla lily, made out of hackberry. It's got my trademark on it. So it's approximately, oops, a little over 9 inches across. And if we look at the height, it's about 11 7/8 tall.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Okay.
The beauty of it is that it radiates from this point all the way around and comes around and radiates around all of the design in the wood.
Yeah. The growth rings, you can see the growth rings around, and then all the spalting just radiates all directions. And then if you look at the back side, you see the pith of the wood, and then how it radiates in every direction. Sweeps around to the front part. Anyway, next. Now, a guy that we know by the name of Troy brought us some wood, cypress. We named it Always, and got it put together just recently, and we think it's pretty nice, fairly light. It's approximately 10 3/8 tall by about 7.5 wide.
It's got bug holes all in it.
Bug
all
holes,
the little bug
yeah.
holes.
Those are features. Even got a belly button. Now, I don't know if many of you have seen this one. It's also hackberry, and it's named Ascend, and large bowl, and it has the markings. It was end grain turned. You can see the pith here, and the size is about 11 1/4 in diameter, and height of approximately 6 1/4. Now this one is from a batch of wood that was given to us by Bill, and Bill had a red oak tree that he was harvesting. It was a dead tree, and this came from it. And it's got a lot of dark markings in here, dark in here, really nice. And we named it Big Red, and you can see it has spalting in it as well. And it's a little over 14 1/4 inches in diameter, and probably something like 4 inches deep. This is a black oak bowl, and we named it Black Beauty. And you should have seen this thing when we first got it. It was a large portion of it was rotten, but I could see some really nice swirls in the grain and so forth. And so I put it on the lathe, and we was able to take a piece, to save some of it. And it's diameter. Diameter is about 10 3/8. The height is about 5 3/4. Now here's a good one. We call this one the Holy Vessel. And can you guess why?
Took hours and hours to dig the wormholes out.
Yeah, the worms left, or bugs left castings in there. And every one of those had to be dug out with a little pick tool like dentists use. And
inside too.
Yeah, the inside, we had to go in there too.
Not we, but Charles.
So when I first started turning that, I thought it wasn't savable. And then Carolyn says, "No."
I love it.
Those bug holes is the feature. So I went ahead and turned it, and when I didn't feel well enough to turn, well, then I'd get my pick and I'd start picking out the castings. So anyway, it's about 8 3/8 tall, and diameter is going to be a little harder to get. About 7 3/8 in diameter. Now we have Carnival, which is a cherry bowl. It's a crotch bowl in that it has, this is the bark between the two limbs that came out from it. The main portion of the tree was down here, and these are shells collected from the beach. We thought they might have been dyed or something, but we found out that in Florida they have shells of all different colors. And so we're convinced now that these are not dyed, they're just crushed into this size. And now this is got epoxy resin that is filled in where the shells are, and it's pretty resilient.
And so, black sand in between.
Black sand in between. A lot of work in that too. Now, over here we have kind of a pastime. During the Christmas season, I began to just turn. I just wanted to turn. And I'd make these little snowmen. And we've given a bunch of them away. And we even have a female snow woman. And these are ornaments that you hang, if you have a tree, well then you'd hang them on the tree. Then I made a ink pen for my wife, and it has some of that same epoxy resin over the outside. Really makes it tough and shiny. Then on Valentine's Day, I gave this to my wife, a heart-shaped natural edge bowl. It's named My Heart, and she is my heart, and it's just natural for us to be together, so that's why the natural edge. And corny, huh? Okay. So now I made the Three Stooges. We really didn't name them but these are made out of cedar, and this one is 10 1/4 tall, something like 3.5 in diameter, and I had to do some special work around the edges to keep it from splitting. It's treated on the inside with a finish as well as on the outside. And there's 3 of them. This one's named Belly Button because it has a belly button. See that big belly button? This one is of the same design, a little taller, and its name is
Peacock.
What is it? Peacock. Peacock, because the
Turn it around. Right
the
there.
design.
Right there. Oh,
Where's that?
right here.
Oh
Peacock
yeah,
feathers.
they look
right
like
there.
peacock feathers. Anyway, then I decided that since that looked so good, and I was drying them one day, and I turned one upside down, and I said, hey, that's a good design too. So that caused me to want to make the one that looked like this. And its name is Wings, because that looks like wings. Angel wings. Okay, now the one of these that we have had for some time, that we really like, is Tapestry. It's hackberry as well. It's 8.5 inches tall and about 7 1/4 in diameter, and we like it because of all the spalting and so forth.
It's got more of a brown tone than the gray.
All of that can be done through how you finish it. Okay, that is the most of them. Some of the others we've already shown before, and so I hope you've enjoyed the looking at what I've been doing over the last year or so, and come back and see me on this channel next time. Have a good day.